all be predicated upon how well Terence can take his punch. Yeah. And what I'm seeing is I see a hungry Crawford, a Crawford that has been looking for the opportunity for a long time, finally getting the opportunity, and really ready to grab the opportunity.
Roy Jones Jr. didn't mince his words. I like Terence, but I'm leaning towards Canelo early. But if Terence deals with the size, Terence beats him. Let that sink in.
And with Canelo, I see a guy who not necessarily hungry, but loves to entertain. Loves to give us the big fights. Always tried to give the big fights. He finds a way to give us big fights. Not gonna always win them, but he always tries to give them to us.
One of the greatest minds in boxing is putting it plainly. Crawford's chances hinge on a single dangerous question. Can he handle Canelo's sheer size and power? But Roy didn't stop there. He issued a warning that's echoed through gyms and forums worldwide. We don't know until we see Bud take a Canelo shot. That's the deciding factor. If you can change Bud's fight plan, you've got a chance. But if you can't hurt him, you've got problems. And that's what makes this fight so electrifying. Terence Tiat. Bud Crawford isn't just stepping up for another payday. He's chasing immortality, aiming to become the first male fighter in history to claim undisputed championships in 3 weight divisions. But standing in his way, a mountain named Canelo Alvarez, a man who's crushed challengers at super middleweight, light heavyweight, fighters Crawford has never come close to in size. The stakes couldn't be higher, the risks unimaginable. And come fight night, the world will witness whether greatness is forged or shattered.
So he'll be a guy that, if he shows up and does the exact right thing, he can win the fight. If he don't do the right thing, which I don't see him doing, I don't know why he would at this point in his career. I don't know. It'll all be predicated upon how well Terence can take his punch.
Roy Jones Jr. didn't just predict a winner, he laid bare the most terrifying unknown of this matchup. His analysis zeroes in on one question. What happens the first time Bud feels Canelo's power? In Roy's words, if Canelo hurts him, he can change Bud's plan. If he can't, he's in trouble. Crawford is known for his ability to adapt. We've seen him outthink, outbox, and outfight everyone from Amir Khan to Errol Spence. But that's been at welterweight, against men his own size. No one knows what happens when a fighter like Canelo, with thunder in both fists, lands flush on Crawford. And that's what makes this fight the ultimate chess match, with the added danger of a sledgehammer hiding behind every Canelo move.
You said you don't think, or you don't look into the weight difference. Why?
When you know how to box, when you're as skillful as Terence Crawford is, weight don't really matter much.
Roy sums it up. If you can't hurt Bud, you can't change his fight plan. And then you've got problems. Will Canelo be the man who finally forces Crawford to abandon his strategy? Or will Bud's defense, footwork, and ring IQ keep him out of danger? If you've been following Crawford's pre-fight interviews, you might think he's coasting into this fight. At least that's what he wants you to believe. In a surprising admission, Crawford told the world, "I'm not really training hard. I don't want to overtrain." For some fans, it was confusing. For others, it sounded like a dangerous lack of urgency. But is Crawford really slacking off? Or is he playing one of the oldest games in boxing, the art of deception? Because behind those casual words, the truth tells a different story.
Come on! Yeah, get it! 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 Get it! Come on! Yeah, move out the way! 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 Yeah, yeah.
Footage has emerged of Crawford training with intensity in Riyadh and at the legendary Mike Tyson gym and behind closed doors. Shadowboxing with blistering speed, working the heavy bag with authority, conditioning his body to take on a man many consider too big to beat. Is this a case of Bud trying to lure Canelo into a false sense of security? Or is it part of a smart, measured approach to peak at just the right moment?
What you got? Yeah, 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 what you got? Yeah.
The mystery has fans and analysts alike guessing. Canelo Alvarez has earned his reputation as one of the sport's most complete and dangerous fighters. His power at 168 pounds is proven. His experience at the highest levels is unmatched, and his ability to break down opponents round by round is what's made him a multi-division king. On paper, he has every advantage: natural size, strength, and a proven record at super middleweight and beyond. This is his territory. This is where he's comfortable, where he's destroyed challengers who dared to step up. But even giants have cracks in the armor. Canelo's last fight saw him struggle to put away William Skull, a man he was expected to dominate. There were flashes where Canelo looked slower, where his punches didn't carry the same sting they once did. Some wonder, is age starting to show? Crawford himself expects the best version of Canelo. I think him knowing the caliber of fighter that I am is going to push him to rise to the occasion. I want to fight the best Canelo Alvarez there is. And that's the danger. A motivated Canelo is a dangerous Canelo. But if Crawford can expose those vulnerabilities, if he can outthink, outmaneuver, and outlast, this fight could flip the script in a way no one saw coming. When legends speak, the boxing world takes notice. And on this fight, the opinions couldn't be more divided. Let's start with Manny Pacquiao.
That's not easy for Crawford. I mean, it's Canelo has the big advantage, but Crawford needs to manage well his body, his speed, and his power.
A man who knows what it takes to climb through weight divisions and conquer giants. His advice to Crawford is clear, but it also carries a subtle warning. It's not just speed, it's about technique, strategy, combinations. They must be accurate for the opponent's style.
Because he's moving up to another level of weight. I think like that opponents it's not only the speed, but the techniques that you can use in the fight. Like make sure that in your daily routine, training routine, like that.
Pacquiao isn't dismissing Crawford's chances, but he's reminding everyone of the brutal truth. At this level, raw talent isn't enough. Every move must be calculated. Every punch must serve a purpose. Against a powerhouse like Canelo, there's no room for mistakes. Then there's Oscar De La Hoya.
Let's take it back to last week when this photo was taken of Canelo and Crawford having dinner together. Like they're best friends. I love you, man. They're buddies, like they were family friends. I mean, can you imagine?
And as usual, the Golden Boy didn't hold back. In his eyes, this fight is nothing short of a mismatch. It's laughable, he declared. You've got Crawford, a natural welterweight, moving up to fight a guy who could compete at light heavyweight. It's a size difference that's hard to take seriously.
Muhammad Ali or like Joe Frazier having dinner together? What? Can you imagine Mike Tyson and Mitch Green before a brawl? Hey, wow. What the No boxing fan wants to see.
But De La Hoya's criticism didn't stop with the fighters. He launched a blistering attack on UFC boss Dana White, who's been linked to the promotion of this event. The trust fund baby of boxing, De La Hoya called him, mocking White's sudden jump into boxing with no history of building fighters or negotiating major bouts. And then there's the controversy that has traditionalists fuming. The scheduling drama. The fight will air on Netflix during the daytime on Mexican Independence Weekend, all to avoid clashing with UFC's Noche event later that night. To some, it's a symbol of boxing adapting to a new digital-first era. To others, it's a betrayal of the sport's rich traditions. When Mexican warriors like Canelo should be headlining at prime time, under the bright lights with millions watching. What's certain is this. With so many voices clashing over the fight's legitimacy, the only place this will truly be settled is in the ring. If anyone thought Crawford would shrink in the face of the bigger man, the press conferences told a different story. The tension crackled as the two fighters stared each other down. And when the talking started, it didn't take long for sparks to fly.
I'm hunting him. That's it. I'm hunting everything that he got. And I'm going to take it come September 13th.
Crawford, cool as ever, stared straight at Canelo and fired off. When I walk you down, you'll see. No hesitation, no fear, just pure confidence. And it wasn't just talk. Crawford has refused every advantage he could have asked for. No catchweight clauses to make Canelo drain himself. No rehydration limits. No rematch clause in case things go south. I want him at his best, Crawford said. A simple statement that spoke volumes. This is a fighter who's ready to bet everything on himself. No excuses, no shortcuts, no safety nets.
I want all the people in the stands that booed me, they gonna cry when they go home. I'm crying.
Go ahead.
Wow.
The message to Canelo and the world is clear. Crawford is all in. For Crawford, this isn't just another payday, though make no mistake, the payday is enormous. Experts estimate that the fight will earn him $10 million or more, win or lose. But the real prize? Immortality. If Crawford beats Canelo, he doesn't just win a belt, he becomes a legend. The first male boxer in history to claim undisputed titles in 3 weight classes. A man who moved up 2 divisions to slay a giant. And that's why some, like Jeff Mayweather, believe this could be Crawford's swan song.
What was Canelo? What? 20-something? 20 what? 23? 25?
Yeah, very, very young in the game, obviously.
Yeah, very young. He had more fights than Floyd, and he lost.
If he beats Canelo, that's it. What else is there? Mayweather said. It's a fair point. What mountain would be left to climb? What challenge could possibly top this? But there's also the danger that comes with chasing greatness. Will this gamble cement Crawford's legacy, or could it be the one that goes too far? Could he walk away a hero? Or a man who learned that even the best can bite off more than they can chew? And so we stand on the edge of history. Terence Crawford, risking it all for the chance to achieve what no male fighter ever has. Canelo Alvarez defending his turf, his pride, and his position as the sport's king of kings. The only question now is, whose plan will crumble first under the bright Vegas lights? Will it be the smaller man who dared to dream? Or the champion who's determined to remind the world that size does matter? Now it's your turn. Who's your pick? Is Bud biting off more than he can chew, or are we about to witness one of the greatest upsets in boxing history? Drop your thoughts in the comments. And don't forget to subscribe for more breakdowns, predictions, and behind-the-scenes drama from the world of boxing. Until next time, peace out.